I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Brooklyn Beats. I'll have scores around the league.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Brooklyn Beats. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week. but he found a way for his team to win.
Here we go. 180. 11. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On first down, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Garoppolo. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Garoppolo on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And his first carry, he loses the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to run forward with Collins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Set. 10 logo.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Here we go. 180. I'm coming for the side. I'm coming for the side. Grant.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Check three.
Here's Anderson. He's got it on the draw. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Allison, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Collins running it from the pistol. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Here we go. 180. 12. 55.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Ready, set, look, squeeze. 53, here we go, team. Get it.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back to throw. Hawkins, his first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
30 base.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hawkins got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, Hawkins. Over the middle, complete. It's Morgan. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Garoppolo now, first down throw. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Open here is Allison. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
And now let's look at David Johnson. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. They go play action here on first down. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hawkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Joseph is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before break. Hawkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set 70, Indy. 54. Watch the curve. Shoot.
Off play action. Hawkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. Back to throw. Hawkins under pressure again, and down he goes again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. That'll bring up second down. On second down, it's Collins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now, pass complete here to Sanders. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw. Hawkins. Screen play. Johnson. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. 20! Incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Back to throw. Hawkins. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and 7. Garoppolo. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Garoppolo, 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Anthony Walker in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Going top shot for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Here we go.
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. In for the score. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I don't think you got it, son.
To throw again, Hawkins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's a first down run with Collins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Collins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Complete. Richardson has it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
They run it again with Anderson.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Denver.
Now Garoppolo. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's never